What's good, everybody? Sorry for the late post. I was on the road. This is Big Season Corey Burden coming to you for Quarantine Radio. This is my wildcard weekend picks for 2019. All right, here we go. We got Colts and the Texans. We got Deshaun Watson versus Andrew Luck. In my opinion, those are the top two candidates for Comeback Player of the Year. I don't see this being a low scoring affair. I feel like this is going to be a shootout pretty much. You got Colts with the veteran T.Y. Hilton with Andrew Luck, and you got DeAndre Hopkins with Deshaun Watson. So if anybody doing the overall under for this game, don't do it because I believe this will clearly be a 30 apiece game. So at the end of the day, when it's 0-0, I think the Colts will pull it out and head on to the divisional round. All right, so next we have Chargers and the Ravens. We got Lamar Jackson. He's the youngest quarterback to start a playoff game versus the veteran. Oh God, I just went blank. Phillip Rivers. I'm sorry. The thing that the Chargers will have to look out for is the Ravens running game, which since week 11, since Lamar Jackson, has started, has been the number one in the league in rushing. So with the leadership of Joey Bosa at the defensive line, the main thing that we have to do is stop the running game. And I feel like with that plus Phillip Rivers passing attack, I think they can do that. So going into the division round, I think Chargers will pull that off. Still be a close game, but I think Chargers will pull that off. Now for the NFC, we have Seahawks and the Cowboys. Cowboys coming off a 4-game streak where they've carried momentum into this weekend. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott has been a 1-2 combo that Cowboys finally got right. The Seahawks, they're no more the Legion of Boom. Pretty much everybody's gone, but the defense is nothing to be sneezed at. And with Pete Carroll still at head coach, I believe he does have a scheme to handle Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. But they all Cowboys. What they have on their side is Van Der Esch, which pretty much I would think is the defensive rookie of the year this year. Just my opinion. Nobody else's. But at the end of the day, 0-0s, I think that the Seahawks will pull it out and head into the division round. And finally, Eagles versus Chicago Bears. Eagles has been the definition of a roller coaster season, being the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, and with the absence of Carson Wentz with injury, Nick Foles coming back to being the pretty much the savior of the Eagles season again, like last year, which led them to the Super Bowl over the Patriots. I think they will have a hard time with Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears offense and Khalil Mack with the Bears defense. And since Khalil Mack, came to Chicago from Oakland, he has pretty much got a breath of fresh air, a second win, if you will, and got motivated to play in this opportunity to play in the playoffs. But at the same time, this is Nick Foles having playoff experience, maybe playing the last games of his Eagles life based on the salary cap situation the Eagles are going through this offseason. But I think he has the mindset to finish it strong for the Eagles. So Eagles win in a close one in overtime. That would be my only overtime game for this week. So Eagles, I'm sorry, let's go back because I have had these written down. I don't have the Eagles. Main point being that the defense of Chicago is very different from previous years. The defense of Chicago will overtake Philly's passing offense, which has not been the same since last year. So that was a quick change up because I did have it written down, and I guess on my way here, I kind of had a change of mind, but I do see Chicago. I'm sorry for the flip. I do see Chicago taking Philly. I did have Philly. Now, when I was thinking about it driving up, but as I progressed, I think Mitchell Trubisky may come into his own with the help of the defense. But I do think the tradition of the Chicago defense, what helped them be successful in the past. With the leadership of Khalil Mack, I think they would go ahead and take the wild card weekend and move on to the division round. So I have Chicago, I have Indy, I have Seattle, and I also have the Chargers. So this is Big Caesar's wild card picks for this weekend. Until next weekend, the division round, I'll check you later.